All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now.
Hey guys, it is so good to be back with all of you. We are so glad to be back for another exciting Sunday school. We finish up All God's Creatures Got a Place in the Choir. Today we've got a great story, our puppeteers. We've got another wonderful, exciting animal trivia challenge with Morgan. We've got some great crafts with Charlotte. Today's lesson centers around the story of the prodigal son found in Luke. Well, we hope you enjoy, and it's been a joy to be with you this last month. Well, with that, let's head on in and sing our theme song, All God's Creatures Got a Place in the Choir.
All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. Dogs and the cats, they take up the middle where the honeybee hums and the crickets fiddle, where the donkey brays and the pony neigh, and the old gray badger sighs.
Listen to the bass, it's the one on the bottom with bullfrog croaks, hippopotamus moans and he groans with a big to-do, and the old cow just goes moo.
All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got. It's a simple song everywhere. The ox and the fox and the grizzly bear and the dopey alligator and the hawk above, the sly old weasel and the turtle dove. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing high, and sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got. All God's creatures got a place in the choir.
Welcome to another week of animal trivia. Are you ready to begin? The first one is, which animal can jump very high, sometimes 3 times their own height? The females have a pouch on their bellies to carry their offspring, and it's the national animal of Australia. Is it a bear, a kangaroo, an eagle, or a crocodile? Here comes the answer. It's a kangaroo. Which animal has prints like these? Is it a giraffe, a cat, a horse, or a lion? Ready for the answer? It's a horse. Which animal likes to roll down slopes? Their diet consists mainly of bamboo, and it's black and white in color. Is it a lion, a panda, a zebra, or a giraffe? Got your answer? It's a panda. Which animal has prints like these? Is it a lion, a fox, an elephant, or a raccoon? It's a lion, good job. Which animal has tough, scaly skin, moves with speed and ease in water, and has sharp teeth to tear apart their prey? Is it a crocodile, a gorilla, a giraffe, or a bald eagle? It's a crocodile. Which animal has prints like these? Is it a raccoon, a bird, a cat, or a frog? Here comes the answer. It's a frog. Which animal can climb trees and swim, loves to eat fish, and plays the character of Baloo in the Jungle Book? Is it a giraffe, a fox, a bear, or a kangaroo? Ready for the answer? It's a bear. Which animal has prints like these? Is it a raccoon, a bird, a frog, or an alligator? Here's the answer. It's an alligator. Thanks so much for playing this week of Animal Trivia.
Hey guys, so for our story today, it comes from Luke 15, verses 11 through 32. It's often called the parable of the prodigal son, but I don't think that's really a good name for it, because you see, this story isn't about a father who just loves one son. But this story, if you read it, and I encourage each of you to read it with your parents, is about a father who has two sons and loves both of them ferociously. For you see, God's love is like that. God loves each of you, each of us, ferociously. Deeper and broader and more love than any of us can fathom. And that love is with us every step of our journey, there to listen, there to encourage, there to pick us up when we fall, there to wrap us in God's arms in those hard times. And also know that you've got a community here at this church that loves you ferociously too. Our parable today, we've changed it a little bit. Instead of a father, we've got a mom. And instead of two sons, we've got a son and a daughter. Well, we hope you enjoy our puppet show, The Parable of the Loving Mother Panda.
Hey, it's me, Biscuit, and it's so great to be back with all of you for one last time. We've got a great story for you today.
Yay, another story!
It's a great story indeed, Foxy. Hey everyone, it's me, Ben Ben, and we've had a great time with you all. Without further ado, let's start our last story. This story is called The Story of the Loving Mother Panda.
Once upon a time, there was a single mom, Maimei the panda. She was working hard raising her two children, Martin the monkey and Eloise the elephant. One day, Eloise came to her mother and said,
Mom, I've been thinking, and I decided it's time for me to set out on my own. Give me my inheritance now, and I'm off to see the world. Oh, and I want it in cash.
Maimei was deeply saddened by her daughter's words. Usually one did not receive inheritance until after a parent had died. But Maimei loved her children very much, so she called in her business manager, Barrack the Bear, and said,
Barrack, I need you to sell half of my land and divide my accounts in half and turn half of all my funds into cash for Eloise.
Are you sure, Maimei?
Yes, thank you for all your help, friend.
Okay, Maimei, you got it. Eloise isn't being nice to her mom. Can't you see it's hurting her heart?
You're right, sis. Eloise's action did hurt her mom, Maimei, but Maimei also deeply loved her daughter.
So Bear showed up the next day with a suitcase filled with the money, and Maymay gave it to Eloise and said,
Eloise, here is your inheritance. Use it wisely. I wish you would not leave. Know that your brother Martin and I love you so much, and this is always your home.
About time. I'm out of here.
As Eloise left, her older brother, Martin the monkey, shook his head and could see how much his sister's actions hurt their mom. He was really mad at her. He went to his mom and comforted her.
Thanks, son. I love you and your sister so much.
So, Maymay the panda and her son Martin the monkey headed back to the house while Eloise the elephant disappeared around the bend. Maymay prayed that Eloise would come back soon.
Can't Eloise see how worried her mom is? I hope she comes to her senses soon.
I hear you, sis. But part of loving people is we have to give them freedom to make their own choices, even when sometimes those choices might not be what we want for them. Let's keep listening to find out what happens next.
So, Eloise the elephant moved to the big city, where she rented a fancy apartment and began to spend her inheritance on parties and fancy things. Lots of other creatures like Tabitha the tiger, Kyle the kangaroo, Sabine the sloth, and Gina the giraffe all wanted to hang out with Eloise and help her spend her money.
Eloise, come look at these new Nike shoes. They're so cool. I wish I could have a pair.
Kyle, I already bought like 12 pairs of shoes, so why not get a 13th pair? These are pretty cool. Here, let me buy you a pair too.
That party at Gina's the other night was so fancy. Can you top that, Eloise?
Totally, Sabine. The party at my place tonight is going to be even bigger. I have hired that cool new band and got the best food in town, which wasn't cheap. Tonight's party is going to be the biggest event in town.
Wow, Eloise. I didn't think you could top my party, but you totally did. Have you seen those new sports cars they're selling? You totally need one. And I wish I had one too.
Gina, let's go check them out. I will get one for each of us, and then let's race. Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Eloise, it's your mom. How are you doing? Are you okay? Your brother and I miss you. Are you going to be able to come back home anytime?
Sorry, Mom. We gotta go. Looking at a sports car. Bye!
Hi, I'm Tabitha. Would you be able to help the orphaned creatures?
I'm Eloise. That sounds really cool. I can totally help and donate too. You are really cool. Would you want to get some dinner sometime?
I'd love to.
Tabitha seems nice, but the other creatures just want Eloise's money. I wish she would go back to my mom.
Sis, I wish she'd go back to her family too. Let's go find out what Maimei and Martin were doing.
Back at the farm, Maymay the panda, her son Martin the monkey, and her good friend Uma the eagle were hard at work preparing for the harvest. Uma the eagle flew high in the sky to tell them where the weeds were and which plants needed water. Martin and his mom, Maymay, worked hard in the field below.
Martin, I see some weeds on the row 2 up from you. Maymay, the corn 2 rows behind you needs some more water. Zoom!
Mom, you look tired. You should take a break. Go rest and drink some water. Water, not soda.
Okay, Martin, if you and Ula are okay, I may go get a little rest. And yes, I will drink some water, not soda. You are a good son. I hope Eloise is okay. I'm so worried about her. Her phone is no longer in service. Maybe I will call Police Chief Luther the Lion and see if he can put out some search posters and get some of his officers to look for her.
Mom, let me know how I can help.
Count me in, Maymay. I will search from the skies above for Eloise. Zoom!
Mom, seriously, take a rest and drink some water too.
I wish Eloise could see how worried her mom is and come home. I hope the police chief, Luther the lion, finds her.
I hear you. So Maime the panda called Police Chief Luther the lion and put out a search for Eloise.
Hello, Luther. It's Maymay. Could you help me put out a search for Eloise? She left home about a month ago, and her phone is no longer in service, and I can't find her. Can you help?
You got it, Maymay. I will put out some search posters and get my officers looking for Eloise. Hopefully, we can find her in no time at all.
So the posters went up, and Police Chief Luther the Lion and his officers and many others began to search for Eloise. Meanwhile, back in the big city, Eloise did not realize how worried her mom was. She was too busy spending her money with her friends until she went to the bank to get some more money.
Hi, I'd like to make a withdrawal from my account. Can I please get $300?
I'm so sorry, miss, but you only have $4.56 left in your account. Excuse me a second. There appears to be an important news update coming in. Let's listen.
This is Donna the Duck coming to you live from ANN or the Animal News Network. We have an important breaking story. A devastating hurricane is expected to make a landfall tonight. This city will see wind and rains like never before. This may be a long time till we recover. Expect major power outages and damage all across the city. We now also turn to Benny the Beaver for another breaking story.
That kid sure did look like that elephant. I will call and let them know I may have seen her.
Okay, you too. What am I going to do? If I don't have any money, I won't be able to live at the hotel. Maybe my friends will let me stay with them.
Thanks, Donna. Our second report tonight is the missing persons case for Eloise the elephant. The search continues. Police Chief Luther the lion and the family continue the search. If anyone has any news about Eloise whereabouts, please call 555-555-5551. We ask everyone to stay safe and help each other in this storm. Please report any information or sightings of Eloise the elephant.
We've got to close things here at the bank with the storm coming in. Be safe.
What is Eloise going to do? I hope they find her.
I do too, sis. Let's keep listening to the story. So Eloise got back to the hotel just as the storm hit. The wind blew and the rain poured down, and many trees fell down. One tree fell on Eloise's car. Power was knocked out. Eloise tried to call her friends to see if they could give her a place to stay. Gina the giraffe, Kyle the kangaroo, and Sabine the sloth got word that Eloise didn't have any more money, and they all had excuses or reasons why they could not hang out anymore.
Sorry, I have places to go, people to see, and parties to attend. Bye!
If you can't buy me any shoes anymore, I don't think we can hang out anymore. Bye.
I can't let you slow me down. See ya!
Eloise also left a message with Tabitha the tiger. Tabitha, who didn't answer and was probably busy with the orphanage and helping the kids there. About this time, Eloise's phone died.
What am I going to do? My phone is dead.
Meanwhile, back on the farm, Maymay the panda and her son Martin the monkey had gotten things bundled down for the storm. They had just gotten a call that there had been a possible sighting of Eloise in the city at the bank. Maymay was standing on the front porch looking as far out as she could, hoping for a sign on Eloise.
I hope Eloise is okay. Dear God, please watch over her and help us find her.
Come inside, Mom. It's not safe out there.
The storm raged through the night, and it did a lot of damage. The next day, Eloise had to leave the hotel. It had been damaged by the storm and was unsafe, and with no money, she had no place to stay. So she took a backpack and headed down the road.
Where is she going to go? I hope she finds a place to stay and find her way home.
Let's keep listening, Foxy. So Eloise thought she might try to use her phone, but realized the battery was dead. She didn't know that Tabitha had been trying to call her back and had also seen the clip of the missing person on the news, and had called to the tip line too. Eloise came to the home of the hedgehogs and she knocked on the door.
Hello, can we help you, Miss Elephant?
Hi, I'm Eloise. I see you have a farm. Could I do a job for you? And might you have a place I could stay?
Eloise, we could use help taking care of the compost pile, and there is an old shed out there that you can stay in.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
You can call me Helen. Welcome to our farm. I will get you a sleeping bag and a pillow and show you where the tools.
So Eloise the elephant worked for Helen the hedgehog. She would work all day in the compost pile. It was smelly and messy and dirty work. Eloise was so hungry that some days she was tempted to eat the rotten food in the compost pile. But then she had a thought.
Maybe I could go back to my mom's farm and she would let me work for her. I may not be worthy to be her daughter anymore, but I'm sure it would be better than this.
Is she finally going home?
Eloise was indeed foxy, so Eloise thanks Helen the hedgehog for giving her a job and letting her stay there, and she began the journey heading home.
Now while Eloise was a long way off, Uma the eagle was flying high in the sky, still watching for the missing elephant.
What that way off in the distance, time to use my eagle vision, is that... Could that be? It can't be. It is Eloise. I better let Maymay know. Zoom!
Eloise's mom will be so happy.
When Maymay heard the news, she was so excited. She headed right out the door and started running down the road to meet her.
I'm coming, Eloise!
So Maymay ran all the way to her daughter, and when she got to Eloise, Eloise started to apologize, but before she could even finish, her mom had wrapped her in her arms.
Mom, I am so sorry for all I have done to hurt you. I was wrong and mean, and I am not worthy to be called your daughter anymore. Please let me be your servant and work on the farm.
My sweet Eloise, you are always my daughter, and that will never change. I have missed you and been so worried about you. I'm so glad you're home. This place is always your home. Here, let's go get you some clean clothes and a good meal. I've got to call everyone so we can celebrate. I love you so much, Eloise.
Eloise and her mom headed back to the house where Maymay got Eloise clean clothes and got her some food while she called Bertha the bear, the chief, and the owner of the Jungle Cafe to order food and to send out an invite to the community to come celebrate.
Jungle Cafe, this is Bertha. How can we help you today? Oh, hi, Maymay. That's great that you found Eloise. Sure thing, we can get some food delivered. Okay, that sounds like a feast. I will send out the word to the community to come join the party. We should be there in about 30 minutes with your delivery. Again, so glad that Eloise is home and safe. Bye!
Word got to Tabitha the tiger, and she headed to the family farm when she got word that Eloise was okay.
I am so glad you are okay, Eloise. I had been trying to call you back. Oh, by the way, this is my daughter, Nat Nat the penguin.
Hi, I'm Nat Nat. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Nat Nat. Thanks so much to both of you for coming and being true friends. Come join the party. My mom has way too much food.
So animals from all over the community started arriving to celebrate that Eloise had been found. The food from the Jungle Cafe arrived, and it was delicious. Meanwhile, out in the field on the farm, Martin the monkey had been hard at work. Martin was tired, but as he approached the house, his friend Randy the raccoon came running up with the news.
Hey Martin, have you heard? Your sister Eloise was found and came home. Your mom is so happy. She got her new clothes and ordered a feast from the Jungle Cafe, and has invited everyone in town to the party. Are you coming?
My sister, who has wasted her inheritance, who hurt Mom so much, who hasn't helped at all with the harvest, comes home and she gets the biggest party in town. This is not fair. I have worked so hard for my mom and never complained, and I've never once gotten a party with you, Randy, and our other friends. I'm not going in there, and I don't want to see my sister.
He's really angry with his sister. I hope they'll be okay.
Martin was hurting Sis, but Randy went back in and told Maymay what Martin said, and our mother Panda, who had 2 children, an elephant and a monkey, and loved them both, went to her son and said,
Martin, my sweet son, you always work so hard and look out for me. I love you so much. All that I have here at the farm is yours. I don't tell you enough how proud I am to be your mom. Your sister's actions hurt us both, but she is sorry, and what matters right now is that she was lost and has been found. So let go of your anger and come let us celebrate your sister's safe and home with us.
So Mimi the panda and her son Martin the monkey joined the party. All celebrated that Eloise was home.
That's a great story. God's love is like mayonnaise, isn't it?
It is indeed, sis. God loves all of God's children, the Eloise, the elephants, and the Martins, the monkeys, and all the rest. And our God calls us to love each other like that.
Well, we had a great month with you all. Know that each of you listening have a church family that loves you so much.
This is not goodbye, but rather until we meet again. See you later, friends.
See you later.
Until next time.
Okay, hi. This week we do our last character, which is the panda. After you do this, you've got a complete community of animals. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut along the line here, and then we have an A and a B on the sides, and we're going to match those at the back, and we're going to make sure we're level here. Then we're going to take a piece of tape, and we're going to tape that together, and then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. And so now we have our last character, the panda, and she gets to join the other people in our community. The other thing you'll be getting is we'll be sending you a color sheet, and the color sheet just has all kinds of animals on it, so it'll be fun to get them all colored. So when you get them all colored, you can send a picture of it to Eric. Hello, everybody. These are scratch bookmarks we're going to make. You'll get a package like this. It'll have your bookmarks in it. It'll have some ribbons, and it'll have your scratch it tools. So I've got my cat here. I did a cat, and you just scratch on it. I'll give him a bow tie. And when I scratch it off, you can see the color underneath. Then I'll take my bigger tool and I will scratch off inside. And now we've got a tie. If you want, you could write your name down here. You could make other designs. You could make butterflies on there and hearts, whatever you want. Get real creative. And when you get done, there's a hole at the top, and you'll punch that hole out. So I'll punch my hole out, and then you'll get your ribbon, and you'll put your ribbon through the hole. And then you can tie your ribbon at the end together, make a knot. And then you have your bookmark. So I hope you have lots of books you like to read, so you get them. You can give them as a present. You can give them to mom, dad, grandma, cousins, friends, and use them yourselves. So have fun. Hi everyone. This week we're going to make some animal lanterns. Now you'll get in your kit, you'll get instructions for your animal. You'll get general instructions about things you know about punching things out and about using glue and tracing and how to put your lantern together. The lantern comes with this piece that goes on the inside, and you pull open the lantern, and then you put this on the inside, and there's the side that's up is the side that's got the little white rings. So you kind of stretch that out, and you put this inside, and then you stretch it until you get them popped on top. Here's one. Then get the other one. And then I'm ready to make my lantern. Now you'll get with it some tracing pieces. You'll trace those with the pencil, and you'll trace them onto the paper that's in there. There'll be a piece of paper, and they're two-sided, so you kind of can pick what pattern you want to use. Also inside will be a piece of tissue paper, so if you accidentally was to tear your lantern, you could glue a piece in there and patch it. So you'll get these things together, and then there's little pieces like these make up the eyes. So these are our eyes, and this is the nose on the fox. Okay, so I did the kitten, and so I've already put my eyes on. There's a template for cutting your whiskers, but I found the whiskers are kind of small to even trace, so I just cut some pieces of paper out that were about the size I thought they need to be. And then on the mouth. So what I have left to do now is we'll glue on the ears. So you just put your glue on your paper. And I'll put on my kitten ears. One ear. And the other ear. And I have my kitten. And I can either set my kitten, or I can get a piece of ribbon and tie it here, and I can hang it if you want to hang it off of something. So have fun with making your lanterns. And now let's go into communion.
As Jesus gathered with his disciples, he took the bread, broke it, and blessed it, and said, "Take and eat. This is my body broken for you." And he took the cup and poured the juice, and said, "This is my blood poured out for many. Do this in remembrance of me."
It's been great to be with you all today. We've had a great time, and we hope you have too. We're excited. Graham and Nancy are going to be back next week. We hope they've had a wonderful vacation, and we're going to be kicking off some adventures back into the Old Testament with Graham and Nancy and friends. I want to take a moment and thank those that have worked really hard to create this lesson for this month. I want to thank Paul Pritchard and my dad for doing a wonderful job with the song. All God's Creatures got a place in the choir and bringing that to life for us. I want to thank Charlotte for her amazing crafts. You know, you've got in your packets, you've got those, everything was neatly organized and put in little dividers and little bags and everything. That was all Charlotte's doing. Those amazing puppets with all the animals you got, coloring pages to make the puppets. Charlotte and her granddaughter drew those for you. So thank you, Charlotte, for sharing your gifts. I want to thank Morgan. Morgan, some of you don't know, Morgan works with children in our community in really tough times. She's there for them. She's an advocate, a defender, a protector of children in real difficult, challenging times. You want to know what a hero looks like? A hero looks like Morgan Brown. Morgan, I just want to thank you for your amazing leadership and gifts, for your love for our kids and youth, and just the time and energy you have shared. truly, I could not ask for a better partner in crime to do this ministry. And I want to thank our incredible puppeteers. You guys have been amazing. You have exceeded anything I could have imagined. You have brought those puppets to life. You've created characters and stories that will not be forgotten. And I just am so proud of each of you. It's a joy to get to be your minister and to get to journey with each of you. Today we learned about the story of the loving father, or the loving mother Panda in our story. And remember, God's love is like that. It loves deeper and wider than we can even imagine or understand. And it calls us to go out into the world and to love deeply and passionately like that. Because when we love like that, we change the world. And I believe in each one of you, and I know that together we are going to change this world. And as we go forth, may we always remember, like our song says, all God's creatures got a place in the choir. Each and every one of you has got a song to sing, a voice to speak, a part to play. Each one of you is a sacred part of the family of God. We love you. We look forward to seeing you next time. If there's anything that we can do for any of you or your families, let us know. All right. See you next time.
All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. Dogs and the cats, they take up the middle where the honeybee hums and the crickets fiddle, where the donkey brays and the pony neigh, and the old gray badger sighs.
Listen to the bass, it's the one on the bottom with bullfrog croaks. Hippopotamus moans and he groans with a big to-do, and the old cow just goes moo.
All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got. It's a simple song everywhere. The ox and the fox and the grizzly bear and the dopey alligator and the hawk above, the sly old weasel and the turtle dove. All God's creatures got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got. All God's creatures got a place in the choir.
Some sing low